By the way, I'm not happy with the UK either. That island that you read about, the lease, okay, he made it for whatever reason, he made a lease of the island. Somebody came and took it away from him. And it's taken 3-4 days for us to work out where we can land there. It would have been much more convenient landing there as opposed to flying many extra hours. So we are very surprised. This is not Winston Churchill that we're dealing with. I will say the UK has been very, very uncooperative with that stupid island that they have.
President Trump making his thoughts known, slamming UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer over his country's stance on the strikes in Iran. He says the United Kingdom has been very uncooperative in terms of assisting with Operation Epic Fury.
The president specifically pointing to the UK's move to give up the Chagos Islands and hand over control to the East African country of Mauritius. The island chain is home to the Diego Garcia military base. Joining us now, Andrew Neil. He's a Scottish journalist and broadcaster. Is also the chairman of The Spectator. Sir, thank you so much for joining us. The president not mincing words.
No, and I'm not surprised because British policy has been a shambles. I mean, last Saturday morning, we told the Americans you can't use either the base you want in England or the base at Diego Garcia in the Indian Ocean. By close of play Sunday night, we said you could. We changed our mind because we got different legal advice. Keir Starmer's a lawyer. He outsources his foreign and military policy to lawyers. He's obsessed with sticking to international law, and this is the mess you get into if that's what you do, instead of standing up for the national interest. And it was a clear national interest of the United Kingdom to let America use these bases.
Starmer is defending his country's stance on the operation. He says the UK is being deliberate about the action it's taking. Listen to this.
We need to act, therefore, with clarity, with purpose, and with a cool head. The protection of UK nationals is our #1 priority. And we're taking action to reduce the threat, with planes in the sky in the region, intercepting incoming strikes, deploying more capability to Cyprus, and allowing US planes to use UK bases to take out Iran's capability to strike. What I was not prepared to do on Saturday was for the UK to join a war unless I was satisfied there was a lawful basis and a viable, thought-through plan. That remains my position.
Is the Prime Minister handling that situation appropriately, in your mind?
No, he's not. He's managed to turn Britain into both an irrelevance and an embarrassment. To do both at one time is quite an achievement. I don't think any recent Prime Minister has managed to do both at the same time. And I think he's also being economical with the truth. He implied there that the British had been asked by the Americans to join the war, to join the attacks on Iran. We've never been asked to do that. The Trump administration has never asked us to do that, and I doubt there'd be much appetite for doing it either. What we were asked to do was to make 2 important bases available, and we said no, then we said yes. But when we said yes, we said you can only use the bases for defensive purposes. Well, what's a defensive purpose? A US bomber is going to drop bombs on Iranian missile sites that are hitting the Gulf states. Is that defensive or is it offensive? Are the Brits going to be sitting there counting the bombs as they go into the B-52s? You say, oh, well, that's defensive. You can take that. Oh, that's offensive. You can't take that. It's frankly ridiculous. And we've got ourselves into a terrible mess. And as I say, it's made us irrelevant in what is one of the most important geopolitical developments of modern times.
It certainly has been so far. Andrew Neil, sir, thank you so much for joining us.